Okay, here's what we got going on today. I think I told you my new plan about going to back to plan A, going from plan D, plan E, whatever. Instead of going to my straight boot up, which wasn't going to work, I went back to my 90, and I already insulated it. All right, I basically wrapped it like a Christmas present, but only, with a lot more tape, let's say. But here's my 90. And this is a nice 92. See the inside? I did tap down some high spots, but this is real nice. So this is all taped up. I did shorten it, the sides. Actually, I shortened it on the corner, on the two corners, because this one wasn't riveted on the outside, or the ends, I should say, or the corners would be better to say. So this is all ready. So now what I'm going to do is connect it to my flex. Oh, and this, by the way, this insulation is an R8. So it's actually better than the R value to this. I think this is R6 or so. So this is actually, and it's thinner. And the reason I had to do this is because the cavity inside the bathroom is smaller, And I think this is fine because it's going into that drop ceiling space. So the next thing I'm going to do, and I've seen this online on YouTube, and you guys can tell me if I'm doing it right or not, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to put a little bit of mastic around the outer band. And I heard the thickness is a nickel thick, as thick as a nickel. So I'm going to put a bead of mastic around, and then I'm going to put my 6-inch on. And I'm using, instead of those, whoa. Okay, well that, wasn't expecting that. And instead of the plastic, there's a name for them, Panduit or something? Panduits, or I just call them zip ties. Instead of using the zip ties, I'm going to use some nice clamps that I got. So that's my plan. So let me get my mastic ready, and I'll come back here in a sec, okay? So hold on a sec. Okay, got the mastic all ready. I found the cruddiest paintbrush I could find, because you don't want to put a good paintbrush on here. And so we're just going to put a little bit of mastic on the edge. Because I've gone around to, you guys can see what I'm doing. Let me get over here. I've gone around to various YouTube videos to see how guys do it. And it seems like everybody has their own technique. Which is, I guess, okay, because I used to be in, not the HVAC trade, but I was in building trades. And I worked with a bunch of different journeymen over the years, and I picked up, every time I worked with a different journeyman, I always picked up something new. So, hold on a second. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. We're back once again. So yeah, you pick up stuff. Right? You pick up stuff from different guys you work with, or different companies you work with. Seems like everybody has a different way of doing it, and I guess as long as it gets done and it works. So I'm kind of combining all that into this. Right or wrong or indifferent, it's going to get done. All right, so that's pretty good. That's thick on. See that I made it thicker on the edge because I figured when I put the plastic part, the duct itself, it's going to push it back. So what I basically did, and there's that word again. Basically, what I did was I just kind of loaded up the brush and used it, just edged it off like that. So I think she's going to be okay. All right. Now, you can see what I'm doing. Going to feed this. I already have my clamp on. I'm going to feed this into. I need both hands for this. It looks easier done. It's easier. Oh, it's not so bad. What I'm trying to say is it looks easier on YouTube than it does in practice. Something's giving me resistance. Something's giving me resistance. I know I'm probably blocking the shot. Sorry. Now I also heard that guys like to put like 3 rings. You know, pop them off. Yeah, it's definitely easier when somebody else does it. Alright, hold on. We're making a mess. We're making a mess of it. Be right back. Hold on. Alright, I'm coming back because I didn't want the camera to stop. But I tell you what, this flex duct I got from Lowe's, the 6-inch, is garbage. I'm finding that out. Live and learn. So I had to kind of deform my circle because this must be exactly 6 inches, maybe even a little bit less. And I'm trying to get 3 rings. I want to get 3 rings. That's what I've heard. I want to get 3 rings on the flange before I clamp it down. And the mastic only made a mess of it, so I took that off. What I'll do is I'll mastic the outside. Once it's all clamped up, I'll do it on the outside. It's just too messy. It's impossible to do it on the inside, or to do it on the flange. But beware, because as I'm trying to get the ring around the flange, this, look, it rips. It rips like easy. See how easy this is ripping? It's garbage. I didn't know that. The stuff I took out, I had to push my thumb through it. And remember the how hard of a job I had to break the old retaining wire? This stuff, garbage. But I got to use it because I got it. So, and it's not like it's going in the whole house. So I think I'm going to have to cheat a little bit and make some cuts on the flange, because this just will not go on cleanly. It will not go on cleanly. I've tried about 4 different times. Look, I'll try with you watching. Because if I end this video and start another one, you know what happened. But it just will not. I mean, this is either more than 6 inches, slightly, or whatever. It is. See that? Well, I pushed it down here, but it's still 6 and it's over by 6 inches by a lot. It's like 6 and like 3/16. So that's part of my problem. So I'm gonna have to cheat, and I don't like cheating, but I'm gonna have to if I want to get this done properly. I'm gonna have to cut some reliefs in here, little pie-shaped reliefs, and so I can slip this on, tighten my clamp down, and then I'm gonna mastic before I do that. And I'm gonna let it sit overnight. So that's where I'm at, you know. That's where I'm at. Because this is, see how, if I can get it properly. This is, well, this is saying it's over 6'2", but it's just, because when I catch it, like I'm trying to start from the bottom, right, and I'm working my way around, and then when I'm trying to catch it to bring it over this lip, or then the plastic, the duct itself rips away from the wiring, and then it starts, ripping. It starts running the rip. The rip runs, and before I know it, need to, you know, cut off a piece, take that old piece of plastic out, well, the new piece of plastic, and try it again. So I tell you what, this is over 10 minutes long. Sorry about that, didn't know it was going to be that long. But I'm learning as I go. So I'm going to stop this and catch me on part 2, okay? All right, more to come.